We out here edifying our people, letting them know who they are according to the Bible.
That's right.
Like the former teachers was just explaining. No, we are not African American. No, we are not Hispanics, Jamaicans, Dominicans. We are the children of God. We are God's chosen people. Give me give me Isaiah 41:8, because we are not just regular people out here. We are a nation that's very close to God, and we're going to read you that out of the Bible.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 8. But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
Who is he chosen?
Jacob, whom I have chosen.
So Jacob would be the forefather of the children of Israel. Jacob name became Israel. So before Israel became a people, it was a person. So Jacob and Israel is synonymous because he is the forefather of Israel. But read that again.
But thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen.
So Jacob, the forefather of the Israelites, Israel is his chosen. My brother, you know your nationality? Huh? What is it?
Israel.
You from Israel?
I'm not there, but my nationality goes all the way back there.
Your nationality goes back there?
My roots goes all the way back to what you're talking about right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you know what today is?
Huh?
You know
I don't know
today?
what today is. I'm not like deep into it, but I know what you're talking about, and my belief is where your belief is at.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you belief, because you say you believe in God.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna give you what believing is, John. Yeah, John. So you say you believe in God, right? You believe in the Bible, the whole thing. So you just coming into it? That's what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you've been doing it for a little while.
Right. But for my belief on this earth,
Yeah.
it has a lot to do with the Bible.
Uh-huh.
So I believe is that what white folks have taught me on this earth have been wicked stuff. You know what I'm saying? That they hid the truth from me.
Uh-huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And so I get into
Give
the
me,
Bible.
John 8:32. So you said they hid the truth from you? Okay. So we gonna give you what today is for you right now.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Read that again from the top.
And ye shall,
My bad.
and ye shall know the,
So that ye, that's you.
and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
So the truth is what's gonna make you free. All this time you said they've been hiding the truth from us, but we got to know what the truth is according to the Bible. Give me what the truth is. Psalms 119, 142. Because we go according to what the Bible says. We're not up here giving you, well, the truth is this, or the truth is that, or, this is this, or this is that. We go according to what the Bible says. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law,
Thy what?
thy law,
Thy what?
thy law is the truth.
So that's what the truth is. When we just read in John 8:32, ye shall know the truth. The truth is the laws of God. And those are the things that us as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that's what we have to come back to. So you saying that you know you're an Israelite.
Right, so that's like loving each other. You know what I'm saying? Unity.
The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah.
So give me Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Because now that you know you're Israel, it's requirements from God. He requires you to do some things for you to live on this earth. Read what you got.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
Bring it on.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
See? So it's requirements of God. It ain't just you knowing that you Israel. Now you have to put those things into action for your life.
And now, Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God.
To what?
To fear the Lord thy God.
Hold that real quick. We're going to get you the fear of the Lord. Give me 111 and verse 10. So, give me that verse. So, according to God, when you think of the word fear, you know, it's not you walking around and, you know, you just are fearful of every little thing, but it's fearing the Most High God. Read what you got.
The book of Psalms, chapter 111, verse 10.
Bring it up.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
So a good understanding of this Bible is all they that what?
Do his commandments.
So doing the commandments, that's the beginning of your wisdom. You will be wise to think, well, the Most High God can put me to death at any time, and I need to fear him, because you don't want to fear that chair over the person who made that chair. You know, you want to fear that person. Give me that in Psalms 102. The fear of the Lord. So you know what today is? You don't know?
You just told me, I forgot.
Today would be considered the Lord's Sabbath day. Today is the day that the Most High God gave us as a day of rest. Not sleeping all day, but resting from certain things that you do in your everyday life.
Right, because everybody thinks it's Sunday.
Yeah.
But it's actually Saturday.
Because when you look on your calendar, what's the beginning of the week?
The beginning of the week is Sunday.
So 6 days from there is what?
Saturday.
That's right. So we're going to give you that fear of the Lord according to the Bible. This is how you really fear God.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 20. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee. I am afraid of thy judgment.
That's what the fear of the Lord is. When we read Psalms 111 and 10, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. You will be wise to know that the Most High God can put you to death anytime for not keeping these commandments. So we're going to give you what today is, Exodus 20 and 8. Because today is a holy day from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This day today is to be separate from all other days. Read what you got.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
It says remember the Sabbath day, because throughout slavery, all the slave masters, they only gave us Sunday to worship God. So that's why it says what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
You know what holy means?
Yeah.
What's that?
Holy is being holy for God.
Well, holy, according to the Bible, means separate, set apart. So you keep today set apart from any other day throughout the week. We'll continue.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
Thou shalt do what?
Not do any work.
So that's one stipulation for you for the Sabbath day. So give me Exodus 35 and 3. Because it's a nice list of things that we cannot do on today. And that was one of them, not working. No, give me, read what you got.
The book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
Because you know, back in the day, we didn't have stoves, microwaves, and things of that nature. So you would have to make a fire. So it says what?
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
So that's when it says kindle no fire, that's no cooking of any hot food. You can eat on the Sabbath day. You can eat cold pasta salads. You can eat cereal, sandwiches, things of that nature. So it's no working and no cooking. Give me Nehemiah 10 and 31. Read what you got.
The book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
So when it says if the people of the land, that is anybody that got a store open. Anybody that is the ware and the victuals, that's food and clothing. So if it's a clothing store open or if it's a food store open, that we will what?
That we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath day.
So that's no buying, that's no cooking, and that's no working. Give me Exodus 15, 16. Yeah, give me Exodus 16 and 23. Okay. So I'm gonna give you one quick law for you as a man, because these is the things that we gotta keep. Give me Leviticus, because the Most High God gave women laws and He gave men laws, and this is one serious law for us men that we must keep, because this is a badge of honor for us. So we're gonna read to you from out the Bible.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corner of your heads, neither shalt thou mow the corners of thy beard.
So when it says round the corners of your head, that is you making your head bald. Like Michael Jordan, Shaq, Charles Barkley, those people, they make their heads bald by shaving it off. Now, if you going bald, then that's different. But you can't physically take a razor and shave your head bald. And read that next one after that.
You shall not make any cuttings. You shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mow the corners of thy beard.
So you know what that's going into? Mar the corners of your beard.
My beard.
Like
shaving my beard.
That's right.
Yeah, shaving, cut the edges off, whatever.
That's right. You see how all the men up here got full beards?
Yeah.
You can't get the chin strap. You can't get the little gold teeth. Whatever is where your lines start, that's where your full beard is. You can't cut into that. That's a law from God.
Yeah, because that's a changing of your image.
No, that's just a badge of manly dignity that God gave us as Israelites. Because the Egyptians are the ones that do the trimming of the beards and the balding of their head and the cutting in the flesh. And those are heathenist customs that we picked up in Egypt from the Egyptians. So the Most High God is telling us to not keep those customs while we here for us. Give me Proverbs 7 and 2. Real quick, this is because we just out here telling our people and giving them a way how to live. Because you would think because you right here, you alive. But God gives us a way how to be alive. Read what you got.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, verse 2. Keep my commandments and live.
You said what?
Keep my commandments and live.
So you would think that, you walking up and down the street, you breathing and things like that you alive, right? But according to the Bible, you will be spiritually dead. So for us to be alive, according to the Bible, we got to do what?
Keep my commandments and live.
So that's how we live. That's how we going to get that fighting chance to get to the kingdom. Keeping those laws, statutes, and commandments that He gave us, that is what's going to get us closer to God. All right. And one more thing before you go. One more thing. Because He gave us a dress code also. So going with the beard and, everything like that, He gave us also a dress code. Read what you got.
The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel.
So He's telling Moses to speak to the children of Israel. That would be the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. What He tell them?
And bid them.
Bid means command.
Bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
How long?
Throughout their generations.
How long?
Throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
So like you see all the men out here, we got the fringes on with the ribbon of blue. This is the dress code for men and women. The women wear it on their dresses and the men wear it on their shirts.
That's right.
And what is it going into?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
That you may what?
Look upon it.
So there's no such thing as spiritual fringes, or I got fringes in my heart, my mind is fringe. It says what?
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it.
Use your eyes.
And remember all the commandments of the Lord.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them.
And what?
And do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart, and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring, that ye may remember and do all the commandments.
Did he just say do them again?
That ye may remember and do all the commandments, and be holy unto your God.
So we just heard that word holy again. So that's how you're going to be set apart from everybody else. Because when you walk up here, you're going to see that we don't look like everybody else does, you know, in this area.
That's right.
We are holy. We are set apart from everybody else. That's how you will know that we know something else from everybody else. People don't know what we know if we dress like this, because we are set apart from everybody else. Because that's a commandment from the Most High God.
Bring it up.
You love God, right? You do? We're going to show you according to the Bible what the love of God is. Because you can't just say you love God.
Right.
We can't just be speaking that. Because God don't care about words. He care about action. So we're going to read you what love is according to the Bible. Call it.
The book of 2 John. The book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Bring it up.
Verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God.
So this is how we show you that we love you, because we love God. And you see, we doing the things that God told us to do. But this is the point right here.
And keep his commandments, for this is the love of God.
This right here, what we about to read, this the love of God.
That we keep his commandments.
That we what?
Keep his commandments.
That we what?
Keep his commandments.
So that's how you show God you love him.
That's right.
Give me So, you know, you can't just walk around and say you love God, but, you know, you don't do what God tell you to do. Because according to the Bible, you will be considered something. And I know it's not what you want right here.
Read what you got. The book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3.
Bring it up.
And hereby we do know that we know him.
How we know?
If we keep his commandments.
Again, he got to keep reiterating it, because he know we are hard-headed, stiff-necked people. So this whole Bible is just keep saying the same stuff over and over, because they trying to drill it in your head. But this is the point right here.
He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments,
What is that person?
is a liar.
He a what?
Is a liar.
So you don't want to be that. According to the Bible, you saying that you know God, you love God, you believe in God, but you not keeping none of his commandments. Is a what?
Is a liar, and the truth is not in him.
So we just read to you what the truth was. So that's not gonna be in you. If you ain't keeping the commandments, you ain't the truth, the laws of God, that's not in you.
That's right. But that's why I say I believe in that, because I believe that I'm living the righteous life that God has me to live, because I follow his things in my mind. What he tells me to do is righteous stuff.
Okay.
Because I'm 60 years old, I've never been to prison, I never did anything harmful. I'd rather give to a brother than to take from a brother.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I heard you say the word righteous.
Yeah.
Righteous?
Yeah.
We're going to give you that, what righteousness is, according to the Bible. Read what you got. Deuteronomy 6 and 25.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness,
The Israelites' righteousness.
if we observe to do all these commandments.
Hold on. Start that again from the top.
And it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he hath commanded us.
That's what righteousness is. So, you know, a lot of people, they go out their way to say, I'm a good person, I don't do nothing bad, and, you know, I'm a righteous person, and, you know, things of that nature. But everything correlates with the laws and the statutes and the commandments. So if you want to consider yourself to be a righteous person, you got to be keeping the commandments.
Bring it up.
You got to fear God and keep his commandments. That's the action. And like we read in Deuteronomy 10 and 12, as far as you knowing you Israel now it's requirements. You got to keep the Sabbath day holy. You got to grow your beard. You got to wear the fringes. Give me James 1 and 22.
You gonna give me a shirt with my beard though, because my wife always tells me to shave my beard off my face. I'm
Your
like,
wife?
yes.
Your wife tell you that?
Yeah, she always like, well, Jay, I'm like, look, okay, this is what God gave me.
So, where your wife at?
She don't live with my mom. I come take care of my mom. That's why I say I'm like, I have rights to my mom. I'm sick, so I'm here to take care of her.
Okay, read what you got.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 2, verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Hold on, read that again. Listen good.
Why trimmest thou thy ways to seek love?
So, you knowing that you Israel, you gonna trim your ways to seek love from your wife?
No, not really.
Because we just read to you what the fear of the Lord is. So you will be a wise man to fear God and not your wife.
That's right.
Because the Most High God can put you to death. Your wife can just, put you through some hell. But the Most High God can kill you and your soul.
That's right.
So, I mean, that's just what it got to be.
All right, brother. I got the flyer, so I'm going to read the flyer, and I'll contact y'all some kind of way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm like traveling, trying to help my mom out here from I came from California.
Uh-huh.
And I was like seeing little stuff on, I guess on YouTube or whatever it was. I was like seeing little stuff. Then I pulled up. I was like, oh, look, this cat I've been seeing about.
Real quick before you go, give me 1 Corinthians 11 and 3. Because we want you to know this. So when your wife tell you stuff, like this is an order. God wants things done decently and in order. He puts an order to the men and the women and the children on this earth. And we're going to read to you what that order is according to the Bible.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3.
Remember this.
But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
So our heads will be Christ. That's what we follow after. That's who left the example for us to be like.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
Is the man.
The head of the man is the woman?
The head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
Is the man. And the head of Christ is God.
So even Christ got a head. It ain't no just everybody do what they want. You this, 50-50, none of that. It's the Most High God, Christ, man, woman. So that's something for you to remember. Y'all, like that's something that you should, stand by. Because being a man is keeping God's commandments. That's how you show yourself to be a real man. The woman is under you. So a woman can't tell you how to live your life. Because Christ left you the example on how to be manly and godly. You saying that you love God, you're going to keep his commandments. And part of those commandments is knowing the order of you being over the woman. So, again, you love God, keep his commandments. Fringes and the beard. And keep the day holy, the Sabbath day. All right. So, again, our people, we need to know and we need to come back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. If we want to see any kind of change in our societies, we got to come back to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. Because rioting, protesting, and marching, that's not going to do nothing for our people. And it's only our people who is going through these atrocities and this slavery and this captivity. So once we know who we are according to the Bible, then that is the beginning of us getting back to our true nationality. Give me Sirach 17 and 11. Because these things were given to us, and not just given to us in a normal way. Because when you think of a heritage, you think of something that was passed down from generation to generation. But we're going to give you what God gave us as a heritage. Read what you got.
The book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11. Beside this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for inheritance.
He gave us what?
The law of life for inheritance.
So the Most High God gave the blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans laws for a heritage. One of those laws is keeping the Sabbath day holy. One of those laws is wearing the fringes. Another law is keeping your beard. That is what our true heritage is. Know your heritage is not, the things that like Thanksgiving or Christmas. like you getting around the Christmas tree and, you know, giving gifts to one another. That's not a heritage that was given to us. That was something that the so-called white man forced upon us.